So I would like to conclude just by thanking you all for coming. There will be legislation introduced this term looking at teacher education. I don't know, Representative Burton, if you want to mention yours, or because I think it's kind of an exciting bill.
Would I like an opportunity
Yeah.
to talk about my bill? Is it an hour?
Only 2 minutes.
In response to the 65-25 effort, which I agree with, I filed a resolution supporting that to put the state on record as adopting that as a goal. Secondly, one of their primary recommendations is to use scholarships to incentivize student behavior. So I filed a bill called the Stark Scholarship Bill, which would provide a half-tuition scholarship to any public high school graduate in the top 10% of the class that chooses to go to a New Hampshire public post-secondary institution. It's not complicated. 70% of the students who go to a public higher ed institution in New Hampshire stay here. Only 40% of the 2/3 who now go out of state stay out, come back to New Hampshire. So if we're really serious about building the workshop and the workforce in the next 10 years, we've got to keep them in our state, and this is one way to do it. The bill is intended to start a conversation. There are other recommendations. You've heard some today on how to do it, but those are the two pieces of legislation. The piece of legislation to reorganize the higher ed system, which is so decentralized that nothing can happen centrally in this state, is not, I pulled it because people were so upset by it. Full disclosure, I was a public college president in Massachusetts. We were able to rally all 29 presidents because we all reported to the same person, the Secretary of Education in Massachusetts. We had a vision project that we all had input into. It had 7 goals. 20% of my salary was dependent on the extent to which my college contributed to those goals. The downside of that is that you get a one-shoe-fits-all kind of thing, and I had a high percentage of minority students. Greenfield Community College didn't. There's that kind of things going on. The effort we're trying to do in New Hampshire is going to be handicapped by the fact we don't have a central way to do that kind of thing. My mantra is coordination at the central level, collaboration at the regional level, and delivery at the local level. And if we can follow that, we can do it. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Representative Burton, and obviously